Hello, everyone, and welcome to Carnage Candy. I am Grayson, this is Sean, and today we are talking about what I thought was going to be an exciting time at theaters, the newest House movie, House LLC, Lineage. And it was not anything that I was expecting it to be, because you have 4 movies that are found footage, and guess what this one is, Sean?
It's a attempt at a non-found footage film.
So, I do want to kick this off with one thing before we start.
It's indefensible you taking me to see this. Don't try to sugarcoat it.
I'm not going to sugarcoat it. This is all I'm going to say about this. I do respect the fact that Stephen Cognetti did try to break outside of the found footage films with the Hell House. Now, in defense of that, it is cool. It is cool that you did that. I do respect it because you're trying something new. But it hurt it so bad. So bad in every single way. To the point to where my excitement level for these movies has plummeted.
This movie starts with what we think is going to be a follow-up to Hell House 4.
Which is a great movie.
Which is a great movie. And we think that we're going to see the old camera footage from one of the earlier characters. This is how the movie starts.
Yes.
Then it cuts to non-found footage film. And I was like, okay, interesting. They're gonna try to like actually make a traditional movie for a little bit, and then we'll get back to the found footage stuff.
Yeah.
And about 10 minutes into the movie, I realized we're not going back. This is gonna be what the movie's like.
You'll go back once. One time. Through a cell phone.
For about 1 second.
And I will say this, whenever the cell phone popped up, it made me excited because I thought, oh, this might be creepy. And even that scene wasn't creepy.
This is a complete, this is a complete and utter failure on every front. This is an unscorable, horrible piece of crap. It is so bad. I almost asked Grayson if he wanted to walk out about 15 minutes into the movie. Multiple people in our theater walked out of the movie. I have not seen anybody walk out of a theater since the Last House on the Left remake. And the people left out of that movie because there is a brutal SA scene. One of the most horrible ever, and at the time, the most horrible you could see in theaters. That's how bad this movie was. The Reddit for Hell House Lineage is full of everybody saying, what the hell happened? Cognetti, I read, even went on Facebook to say, hey, I would appreciate nice, constructive criticism.
Yeah, I know. I saw.
No, it's bad.
It's so confusing because, as I said before, the last movie that he put out is genuinely creepy. Like, there are a lot of good scenes in that film that set up really good scares.
Yes.
And all the creatures that he put in the last one, by creatures I mean ghosts and stuff like that, are really creepy, and they're filmed very well because it's in found footage, and it makes it creepy because you have that blurry effect to it, which adds to the creepiness. In this one, every single monster that was creepy in the last one is no longer creepy. In fact, they're almost funny now because of how bad they look. Because it's so clear now that you can see everything, you see every detail, it takes away from what was scary.
Yes, Cognetti's production design is not what he thinks it is, because once you take this out of found footage, his shots are long, miserable slogs. There's a scene towards the end, this is a spoiler for your review, there's a scene towards the end where he's just filming an old house, and we spend 2 or 3 minutes on these long, miserable shots of just an old house. It's not creepy. It's not interesting. And I cannot understate how big of a fumble it is.
It is. Yeah.
It really goes to show that there are two kinds of talent pools when it comes to making a found footage film and making a traditional film. This transition from found footage to traditional movie making, this attempt, when I got home, I told my wife, it would be like if your dad, who is heavily critical of the Dallas Cowboys, was like, I could be quarterback for Dallas. And then he stepped up to center, fumbled the snap, and then got absolutely decleated, helmet knocked off, floored by a middle linebacker. There is not, like, even like scoring it, like 0 out of 10, like, no, like I do not score movies I should have walked out on, right?
I can understand that, yeah.
And it was just like, there's a scene where she walks into a bar, right? And she's talking to her bartender and she's opening up the restaurant. And the framing and the timing, I don't know who edited this, but there is legitimately, this is an hour and 48 minute movie. There is legitimately 25 to 40 minutes of dead air.
It's true.
I don't mean like, oh, that's boring, they should have cut it. No, I mean technically they should have cut it. I am watching actors, because when I've made short films before, I've been on set for Rooster Teeth and big productions, and it's like you do your cues and then you give yourself space for the cut, right? And so she talks to this bartender, and this is where I almost walked out. She goes in and she's like, do you know this person? And she's like, do you know him? Cut to bartender. No. Oh, I went to high school with him, but I didn't know him that well. Cut back to her reaction. It is miserable. And to think, and I'm so glad I did see Reddit also critique this, Grayson. The Reddit, somebody said, I can't believe the director thought that the audience knew the lore and characters as well as he did.
So this is where I was waiting for you to get done with your rant so I can talk about this. I am a huge fan of the Hell House series. Love it. Have watched all the movies multiple times. Enjoy how the lore goes. I, as a fan, went into this movie watching it and going, how do you expect me to remember all this? How do you expect any newcomer to come into this and know anything that's going on? And why am I going into this movie with more questions than answers on other things that make no sense?
One person on Reddit said that they thought this would be a final conclusion.
It should have been.
And just like you said they left the theater with more questions.
Yes, it makes, honestly, the way that they have it set up, it's so hard to go back and look at why everybody has died now, because the way that this movie set it up, it's even more confusing, because now you have to look back and go, so is everybody tied to what this movie just said? And it makes it even more confusing, because then you have to start really digging into it. And the way that you have written this story does not help it at all. It makes it more confusing.
And it's compounded with my dialogue issues, because we do have a lady that comes in to talk to our lead, Vanessa, who is so miserably annoying.
Who they bring in from, she's a character from Hell House 3.
Yeah, so I've seen Hell House 1, I've watched recaps of 2 and 3, and I've watched 4. I think 1 is a spectacular movie. I think 4 is, it's like a 8.5, 9 found footage movie. It's awesome.
I love 4. I think 4 is one of the best.
This character is horribly annoying. Yeah. It's I've never seen a haunted person and just wanted to tell her to get over it. Like, oh my God, get over it. And all of this information that Grayson's talking about is given to us in I cannot understate. It felt like a 15 to 25 minute expedition dump. It had to have at least been 5 minutes.
Which also doesn't really explain anything.
Yes.
Either. It's a bunch of dialogue. It's It's dialogue garbage, is what it is.
Yeah.
It's just it comes out, and then it takes you nowhere.
Yes, because she's saying names about car wrecks and grandchildren and deaths of people that, like, either I don't remember their names, which, again, it's not. I mean, it's 5, 6, 7 names of people that I'm not seeing on screen in flashbacks. It's just raw. There's a camera on a lady, expo dumping. And I'm just like, I'm sitting there and I'm like, I have no idea who these people are. I don't get a cool flashback of them dying in weird ways.
You get one.
Yeah.
You get one at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, and it's so shockingly. Somebody in Reddit said, "I don't know what you're expecting going into Hell House," and it's because these are popcorn. Like, this is popcorn trash, right? And he's right? Or they're right. This is popcorn trash. And my main takeaway is that this filmmaker loves his work to the point to where he doesn't know what it is. He does not understand. This is a popcorn theater roller coaster ride. And to try to expand the lore only highlights a shocking inexperience. And I think that's like a very interesting thing. That's like, it's you would kind of think that it's like, okay, if you're so effective at found footage, that would give you a little bit of just traditional filmmaking talent. And it has not translated at all. It's like a ping pong player going to the NBA. It is drastically a regression, and I think that's what, like, I was communicating. It's like I was expecting easy, fun, creepy scares.
I was too. I was expecting to have the same feeling that I had while I was at home watching the previous film. Whenever I was unnerved, I was hoping for that in theaters.
Yeah.
And like I said, like in the previous Hell House movies, like we've talked about, the acting is cheesy, but it's found footage. Like, it's supposed to be that way because it's found footage. You're not supposed to have, like, top tier acting because it's supposed to be more realistic. Like,
yeah. And if you're creeped out by it while you're doing laundry on Shudder, it's like, oh man, this is gonna rule.
This is gonna be awesome in theaters. And I don't think I've ever been this let down by another movie. Like this, even I am a huge Halloween fan, and the newest Halloween trilogy was awful. But this step is even worse in my opinion.
Yeah, I told Grayson during the movie, I leaned over, I go, this makes the recent I Know What You Did Last Summer look like Evil Dead 2.
Yeah, it did. It's sad is what it is. It's a sad thing to have such a cool universe get turned into this. You have so many cool ideas with the found footage, and then for some reason you didn't have to do this. Like, you didn't have to put it in this type of film. Like, you could have stuck with found footage, even because one of the plot points of the movie would have been amazing for found footage. There's a point in the movie towards the end that if that would have been the whole movie and that would have been the found footage, it would have rocked. Yeah. It would have been so good. And you waste it.
Even from a technical, like, man, your editor, whoever it was, your editor completely trashed whatever you filmed. Even our kills, every kill in this movie, every death except for like 1.5, I think 3 or 4 different times, we get a clown grabbing somebody and then cutting to black. Yes. And then cutting away. Yes. I mean, it is like, you can hear the director tell the guy in the clown suit, okay, grab their head.
Yeah, it's bad.
And the only kill that is graphic, again, like, being on sets, I can hear off camera the AD saying, okay, rub your hands in their neck some more. Rub your hands in it more. Yeah. Twist it around. Okay, cut. And I laughed. Like Grayson laughed at what was supposed to be the film's like
big gory moment, I guess.
yeah. And there's just an ending that like it leaves you with more questions, and instead of
It's
college student film.
it's so bad that whenever you get the reveal of what the ending is, it just pisses you off.
Yeah.
Because you have the ending alone will give you like 4 or 5 questions
Yes.
of you going, why did that happen? Where is this supposed to go? Why did you make that a twist? There's a twist in this movie that is so dumb, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I could not believe that they did one of the twists in this film. It's that bad.
And it's a twist off of a throwaway line that if you weren't locked into that 15-minute dialogue slog that I talked about earlier, if you weren't locked into that, you would have no idea. I'm just saying, like, it's like if you went to I'm sorry I keep using analogies, but it's the only thing I can do. It's like if you go to like an indie horror film festival and somebody made a 4th sequel that none of the audience knows about, right? And they were like, oh, this is so cool about this universe in my head that I haven't told anyone about. And you're just like, what? I don't know. And a cut like that, when a movie ends with the sequel bait, you want to think, oh man, God, I want to know what happens.
Yeah.
And when you do a cliffhanger ending that is just confusing and makes your audience ask, you know, you want the audience to go, oh, wow, I wonder how they're going to deal with that.
Can't wait to see that.
Yeah. This one makes you think, who was that? What does that mean? How are they alive? Does this ruin the other movies? Are they part of some kind of weird lineage? Why is he there at all? Why does she think he was dead? And it's just like, that means it doesn't make any fucking sense. Not that it's an effective cliffhanger ending.
I left this film, and on the drive home, I thought, okay, I won't need to watch the sequel to this. Like, it was a realization of, okay, Hell House is done. Like, I'm okay. Like, I've seen all I need to see. That one is such a fumble that it just made me completely uninterested in the rest of the movies. Unless they completely tossed that aside and they made it back to found footage, like, that story is not going to go anywhere that's going to be interesting, because there's no way you can wrap that story up and answer that many questions and have everybody go, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, it's in my opinion, it's impossible.
Yeah,
There's no
it's imagine if there was a way in the first game of the season to lose the entire season on the first play.
Yeah.
That's what this is for Grayson.
It's kind of weird for me, because I was thinking about this. This is the 5th movie of this horror franchise. And if you go back and look at a lot of horror franchises, the 5th one in the series is usually the one that is just the completely odd one. And the main ones I think about are Nightmare 5, which is the Dream Child, which is weird.
Yeah.
Then you have Friday Part 5, which they didn't even use Jason in.
Yeah.
And then you've got Halloween Part 5, which has the weirdest looking mask and takes the weirdest turns.
Yeah.
So I guess that's just a trend.
The curse of Michael Cognetti.
It's so weird that it's like 5s are always pretty rough, I guess.
Yeah.
But that might be the worst. That might be the worst 5th movie in a series I've ever seen. That's bad.
I think for me, it's like, and you know, I feel terror in like Cognetti seeing this review.
I do too, because
Right?
I once again, I think he is talented. I really do. Whenever it comes to found footage, as far as his found footage movies go,
Yeah.
there's some of the best out there, like
know.
legit.
Yeah.
But this is just a dropped ball. Like, can you recover the Hell House series from this? Maybe if you get rid of the story and start new, but
Even like, I think if he does see this, the only thing I would want him to know is that I looked up if you made this movie. While I was sitting in the theater that people were walking out of, I picked up my phone, I went to IMDb while the movie was on, and I typed Hell House Horror Directors, and to see the creator, writer, and director on 1, 2, 3, 4, and then be absolutely devastated and shocked that your name was on this one, it was just it was just so the loss of quality was just so extreme. I was completely floored.
Yeah. Whenever the credits hit and you see Hell House Lineage, and then the next thing you see is written and directed by Stephen Cognetti, there was a part of me that didn't want to believe it.
Oh, because you weren't sure?
So yeah, it doesn't feel like a Hell House movie.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It doesn't feel anything like a Hell House movie with the pacing and everything. It just doesn't. And to see his name pop up, it was like, oh man, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Because it just doesn't feel that way. Going, since we've already said everything we have said, going into a review part of this, like giving a score, I agree with Sean. I think it's unscorable.
Yeah.
I really do.
It's such a non-film.
Yeah. This is another movie that I will not recommend anybody to watch, not even for laughs. I do think that it's just bad. Like, there's no positive thing about this movie. And I hate saying that. I really do.
Yeah.
Because I love this series a lot. But there is nothing that I can tell anybody. If you are a fan of Hell House, I would recommend you not watch this film.
Yeah.
Because it gives you nothing. There is nothing that happens in this film for an hour and 45 minutes.
If you are watching at this point, make sure and like the video.
Yes.
Because I will say, I've never done this before, but I did think about how much better this review would be if we had left at the 15-minute mark and we went live with this recording and it was a 2-minute video of us saying it was so bad we walked out. Make sure and subscribe to the channel. I will say, Grayson, I will never forget this experience.
Yeah.
But that was an utterly and completely wasted evening.
It was. I was mad. I was genuinely upset whenever I left because I thought of all the other things I could have been doing.
I could have been playing Steam Deck in bed, watching Are You Afraid of the Dark? But it's like, cool, I lost 40 minutes on the drive to and there. I lost 2 hours there. Yeah. And again, I love life with you.
Yeah.
But it was an utter waste of an evening.
Here's the positive thing to think about. Can't get worse than that.
Yeah.
Hey, can't get worse than that. That's all I got to say.
Go to patreon.com/hangtime to compensate us for watching this so you don't have to. We really appreciate it. And you can also go check out our other movie reviews right here.
Yep.
Over on the Grayson side.
Oh, I'm going to switch it over here to me, huh?
Oh, I got the big hand.
I'm going to get Mike Wazowski.
Hell, you look at that.
Their hand does look huge.
Look at that, dude.
It's like those tattoos.
Yeah.
That people have on their arm.
I got a full sleeve, dude. You guys have an awesome day, and don't watch Hell House Lineage.
Goodbye.